Hey, what's going on? My name is DJ Forever Play, and on this episode of Vlog Talk, I want to talk about Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the owner of the WWE Wrestling or Sports Entertainment Company. Now, back in the Attitude era, that was some of the great stuff. All the names coming out there: Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Triple H, etc., etc. That's when the shows had plenty of stars in their roster. Then eventually he gets John Cena and he concentrates on John Cena. Brock Lesnar, he concentrates on Brock Lesnar. And Roman Reigns, he concentrates on Roman Reigns. He's not trying to build up new stars. And the stories were getting lackluster. A lot of repeat performances, rematch after rematch after rematch. And it was getting boring. Real comical, and then they went PG. I was like, why you going PG? You know, they want to keep this for the kids. This is wrestling. You know, you may call it sports entertainment, but it's wrestling. And people were like, wow, will he ever retire? I mean, he's like 70 something. Will he ever retire? Then Triple H, he's doing his thing with NXT, the black and gold brand. And he was doing his thing for years, showing that this is the way wrestling shows should be. And of course, AEW came in, and there was competition. But he had chastised his son-in-law because he cannot defeat AEW. But you got to remember, AEW was somewhat new. Everybody was interested because it was new. And they punished Triple H, demoted him and stuff like that. But in the meanwhile, as the roosters come home to roost, Vince McMahon has been a dirty little birdie. Yeah. With all these allegations of sexual misconduct and non-disclosure agreements signed by former employees. Oh, he got to pay. As of this date, he has to pay, well, he shelled out $19 million. I'm thinking to myself, wow, for some snatch, some trim, $19 million? You could have got an expensive hooker and been better off. But no, you want to shit where you eat at. Messing with employees. No, don't mess with employees. They're part of your bread and butter. But ignorance is bliss. And of course, him and Johnny Unitas, people power. Yeah, him. They go and swapping women and whatnot. Trying to live the high life. Trying to live like studs. But you're old men. You're old men. You can't be taking Viagra all the time and knocking off these young girls. I mean, the first of all, it was an intern who he paid $100,000 the first time. And then she got a raise of $200,000. $200,000. Who ever heard of an intern getting $200,000? Then things happened. He had gave the intern to Johnny Unitas, Laurinaitis, or whatever his damn name is, and he had to pay her hush money, $3 million in installment payments. wow, you could have went out and got an expensive hooker and probably spent like $1,000. Now you're paying $3 million to keep this woman's mouth shut. The ridiculous things that the rich people go through. Yeah. And he wasn't always rich. Yeah, he lived in a trailer park, with his mother and stuff. So, how can people, when they finally get money, just go berserk? Want to fuck who they want to fuck, drive where they want to drive, buy what houses they want to buy. Now, I can understand because I've seen Linda McMahon, current pictures. You can go to Google and go to images. That's not a very good look. I mean, he may have loved her once. I mean, he got 2 children from her. But, yeah. I mean, they've been together for like over 26 years, but they only been together like half that time. So, yeah, McMahon's been a busy, busy bee, sowing his wild oats and paying these women money, hush money, having them sign non-disclosure agreements so they can keep their mouths shut. But you got to realize, women do not keep their mouths shut. You got to realize that. Just because they sign a piece of paper saying they will not divulge any wrongdoings or whatever, they will not keep their mouths shut. And he's at 70 something, 77 or whatever. He should know all this. He should know about his buddy Trump, who tried to pay a porn star $130,000 to keep her mouth shut. I mean, at least that's $130,000, not $3 million, and not $19 million to all these women that he got to keep their mouths shut. Man, all that money he has, and he's still a dumbass. You let lust and temptation take over, and it will fuck you up every single time. I don't feel sorry for him because now he's officially retired and he has nothing to do with the WWE except own it because he has 80% of the stock. He still owns the company, but he can't do any decision making or run the company whatsoever. His daughter and that so-called president Nick Khan is running it like CEO and co-CEO. And Triple H is back doing his thing as head of creative decisions. So hopefully we'll see a definite change with WWE and more wrestling. Not sports entertainment, wrestling. And we may have more stars created, more names being flooded into the roster. Because AEW, with certain flaws they have a lot of action on their shows. And they are true competition. So WWE must get their shit into gear. And eventually, they'll be back in their spot where they used to be. Because I remember back in the day where it used to get 9 million, 8 million, 7 million viewers on Raw. And even 5 million on SmackDown, 6 million. Now it's like they barely make close to a 2 or 1.9. That's devastating. So you got to get back to old heads. You got to get back to people who used to watch wrestling. You got to get back those who curious but don't want to come back because the stories are boring. There's no long-term booking. But now you got Triple H back in the house, and things are looking brighter. Changes are being made. So, with Vince McMahon, I don't know if he's going to do any jail time because there's a lot of things that he did he should have been reporting to his finances. But that's a whole nother story. So, whatever happens to him, good riddance. It's time to get the new blood and new faces on these shows and get those ratings back up. I haven't watched WWE in a long time. I think the last time I watched it, The Rock made a guest appearance, but that's about it. I don't listen to wrestling anymore unless I'm listening to criticism like JD from NY 206 and stuff like that. But that's me. So whoever, if y'all keep supporting them, okay, well, you was, basking in mediocrity when Vince McMahon was running things. But now we're going to get wrestling when Triple H is now running things. And the world be a better place. Thank you for listening. This is DJ Forever Play. Please subscribe to the channel. Set notifications to all. Send me a comment, a positive comment, and have a great day. Take care, and also like the video. Bye now.